Tasting like a boss. How are you guys doing on this beautiful Florida day? Really enjoying the day. And I decided, you know what? I want a little bit of coffee. And I had this at the house. This is from my good friend Lisette. You've seen Lisette in some of the reviews. She did the million Scoville or several million Scoville gummy bear challenge with me, right? That was fun. And we've done some hot sauce challenges, but this is a coffee she got in Singapore. It's by BACHA Coffees. This is Sidamo Mountain. It's an Ethiopian blend. Now, I've done one of these before. Wasn't one of my best videos. It was my first time doing pour over. So I'm gonna try it again. I'm looking forward to it. I will say the first one I had, wasn't really a big fan, tasted more like tea. I was kind of confused. Do I let the water rise up and really soak? But no, I just do a slow pour over. So here we have the packet, and here's a glass, okay? So this is what we're gonna do. First, you come to the packet, and you rip it down the side, and then you pull this thing out, which is kind of neat, right? But then what you do with this is you need to tear this open. I guess I'll start from here. Tear the top where it's perforated like this, and it creates a little cup. See? And I take these out like this. It's very involved. I do it like this, and I put it down on the glass, like so. This is already better. I think the cup I used last time wasn't so great, so I have it here. Neat, right? So now I pour the hot water here. I already have the hot water. Usually you don't see me making the coffee, so I know you guys are totally pleased. And I do a very slow pour over of this hot water. As such. This might be, I know some people swear by this stuff. I know for some people out there, this is probably like their main video, like, oh my God, it's so satisfying. Let's let this part drip in. Do a little more. So satisfying, right? I'm going to do it to there because I like my coffee more intense, so I don't want it watered down. I'll do just a little bit more, I guess. It's a little warm. Fortunately, the bottom of this glass is insulated more than the other part, otherwise I'd be burning my hand. And so there you go. Now I'm just going to put this down, transfer the bag of goodness back to the other thing. There you go. And I have my pour over Ethiopian Sidamo Mountain coffee. All right. It's hot. I didn't use the piping hot boiling water, so I can still sip this. I use the flavor that you normally would have for French press. So it's still 200 degrees, right? But let's not burn ourselves. Wait just a little bit to get to a regular temperature, if you will. Tasting like a boss. Now, Now, I like this more than the other one I did, the Indian one. But only because there's more coffee flavors, maybe because I did it better this time around, so no offense to the other one, but I like it more. But at the end of the day, it's still very, very light in its flavor. You can taste the coffee. But it leaves me wanting when it comes to coffee flavor. It's not deep coffee flavor. It's more like a tea. Think of it this way. If you had a more of a sweetened soda, even if it was a diet soda, something like that, and then you went to a LaCroix, right? Same flavor. Let's say you had like a lime soda, like a diet Sprite or something, and then you moved over to a lime LaCroix. That's kind of the sensation I'm having. It's like a beverage that has a hint or essence of coffee as opposed to coffee. I'm sure it's a little bit more than essence of coffee, but that's the only thing I can really compare it to. So really, what I would use this for really are in those situations where someone wants to have tea and maybe you don't want to have tea, you're more of a coffee person, but at the same time you're not wanting coffee. I don't exactly know when that'll be. I guess I'll have to keep that in mind. And then I would have this because it really is a coffee flavored tea is really what I think it is. That's the way I see it, because it's not given enough time to steep. It's not given enough time to soak in the coffee. And that's a shame because it's too watery. And it's, again, more tea-like. So if that's the essence of pour over for people and that's what people like, I guess it's fine, right? I mean, at the same time, we all try our coffees in different ways, you know? I'm a big cold brew coffee fan, and I'm sure for those people who love to have their stuff via drip or French press, they probably look at me like I have an eye in the middle of my head. But for me, it mellows the flavor, allows me to taste more flavors in the coffee. Whereas in drip, I feel like I'm not getting as much. I get more of a burnt flavor. Here I'm getting more, not just mellow, but like so mellow, almost comatose flavor for me. But I'm sure there's people out there where this is the way they prefer. So in the comments below, let me know. Are you a big fan of pour over? Am I just doing it wrong? Do you have a suggestion for another coffee brand I should try to get that pour over flavor out? Yeah, just let me know. So next time, people, thanks for going on this coffee taste journey with me. I think youngest daughter of boss or littlest daughter of boss and then myself are going to do a review at some point today or tomorrow on something fun. But from the Chihuahuas and myself, again, hit like, subscribe, and share. Thank you so much for allowing this channel to grow. Until next time, people, keep tasting like a boss. Thanks so much.